Hello everyone, this is Ep10 and welcome to episode 10 of Ep20's Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery, where today I made myself an igneous extruder, and I'm running out of places to place it. Luckily, I don't need power for that guy. I didn't think I did, I was just making sure. So real quick, I want to use this thing. I'm just going to stick them literally in the corner. Nobody puts igneous extruder in the corner. Well, except for me. Wahaha! I want to make cobbled deep slate. In order to make this, I need packed ice and lava. I'm hoping that I can just snag a bucket of lava. We're going to find out. Can we just snag a bucket of lava? Would that be cool? And just right in there? Right in there? Yeah, right in there. I think it has to go on either side of it, actually. I think what you do is you place it on the side. Right? Isn't that how igneous extruder works now? Something like that. And then, like, I don't know, packed ice or whatever. We'll figure it out. You know, worst case, I'll do something else. But I'm pretty sure that might be it. Requires an adjacent lava source and cooling. The block beneath may also affect the product. Right. So packed ice we can get with one of those blizz dudes that we have. So a blizz moat, which we might be out of right now, because I need regular ice to get packed ice. Ice charge. So we need the blizz powder, gunpowder, and charcoal. You're not charcoal, you're cold. Okay. And that will make ice charge, which I can get a ice from. And then I can wash the ice. Does ice have an EMC? It does not. Okay. But then I can wash the ice if I were to... If I give you a redstone signal, do you stop running? I'm assuming yes? Maybe? That'll stop it? Yes. Cool. So then in theory I can do this, right? And then once that gets washed, I can turn the thing back on. That would be a cool trick. Just need to give it a sec and see if I can figure out how to see what's actually in there. Packed ice. Nice. There we go. Right? And then you can go back to washing quartz for me. Sweet. Now, do I put this here? No, I think I have to place it next to it. And now you're making cobbled deep slate, which, by the way, does have an EMC value. Okay. Boom. Sweet. And then I can do something like this. And then I can do something like this. And Skystone. Now, I'm going to need some stuff, right? To get started with ME Controller, we're going to need 4 Skystone blocks. And each Skystone... is going to be made with one of these improved mechanical essences. So I need 4 of those, which is a bit of a bummer. Now, in fairness, if I had my crushing wheel set up, I could have infinite Skystone dust, or I could do it with a millstone too. Do I have like a friendly little local millstone that I can just borrow the... Let's see, what do we got in here? How about we get ourselves a millstone? You know, the crushing wheel would be better, don't get me wrong, but I don't have that set up yet, and I'm like, I'm gonna get to the mechanic, like crushing wheel and all that stuff at some point, but I'm not quite there yet. Okay. Cool. Now can I just tap into you somewhere that's, like, not horrible? You have gears on you. So some kind of sidewaysy gear would be very nice. Or I think I can also tap into you from underneath, can't I? I believe I can? Do I have a gearbox in here? I do. Sweet. If I broke you and put a gearbox here, made it a vertical gearbox... If I make you... Sweet. Alright, so now if I made 1 Skystone... Okay. And you... milling gives me a Skystone dust and a Skystone. Right? That's pretty cool. I don't know how long it takes. Hey, look at that. We did it. And we can definitely loop that. Right? We can definitely loop that. And... yeah, that's actually pretty quick, which I like. So we can set up an automation system to loop this in the future, in the very near future. And then I can smelt this into more Skystone, right? And that's going to be the 4 Skystone that I need. So that saved me using improved mechanical essences to get the 4 Skystone we're going to eventually need. So that's cool. All right, now for Certus Quartz Dust, if we wash Skystone, we'll have a chance at getting that. So let's do that piece next. I'm a little bit bummed because I probably need to move this whole thing to the right some. I wonder if I could and or should set up today some kind of Skystone-y automation bit. Maybe not yet, but very soon I'm going to want to do that. Right? Because in my brain I'm thinking we basically we take Skystone, we turn it into as much Skystone dust as we want, and then we feed it through here, and very similar to how we're doing soul sand, we can just drop it into this thing, because when you wash this, you get both Certus Quartz and charged Certus Quartz. And we could feed those into a drawer system. All we would ultimately need to do is move this whole thing back one, basically, so that we could have 2 belts getting washed, right? And that would be cool. I mean, I feel like it would be cool. You guys would have to tell me if you think it's cool, but I think it's cool. I think it would be super cool. We might need to see about doing something other than the trapdoors, because I think the trapdoors limit it to 1 block space that it washes. But that could probably be fixed, right? Alright, so the gist will be something like this, right? I'm going to have one of you guys buy soul sand. We'll have some belts. Going here, right? We'll have another... oh, look at this. I can do... is that not a thing? Keybinds, key C. What's... I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. That I do want. There we go. Project E never liked sharing keybinds. Right, so you're going to go there. So this will be a Skystone dust drawer, right? This guy will be andesite funnel, and it all across, right? How cool is that? Then we just need to get water in place here with trapdoors, and we're just going to have to see if they can continue to wash now, right? So you will effectively be here, here, and here. Okay. Now I think if I open the trapdoors, we might be in better shape. We're going to find out. We're going to see what the deal is. Right? And then you just need some rotational help here. So you had what? Vertical gearboxes? But you needed these guys to all be spinning the same direction. Okay. Do I have a gadget? I do. That works for me. Perfect. And now, are you blowing out? Yes. Now, if I do this, do you blow everything? You do. Cool. That's what I was hoping to see. I was hoping that trapdoor is being open, because we need to prevent the water from flowing out and washing over the belts, right? But with the trapdoors open, they can wash both. And I'm assuming that those trapdoors will not be too much of a problem here. I wonder if I could I have the trapdoors just for aesthetic purposes? Do you think we could put them above? Like this? Because if I break this dude, right, he's gonna spill water everywhere. True? Correct. Right. And that's not what we want, obviously. Now, unfortunately, I don't know that there's a good way for me to get under there. I was hoping that cork would help me out here, but it may not. I may need to break this, right? Now, if I went like this, that would be cool, right? Now I'm going to vein mine these, so this might make a big mess for a second. But doing this would be cool, right? And that just looks a little better, I think. Look, I told you Dyro was going to try to make things look good in this series. I didn't say it was going to be successful, but I said I would try. Everybody happy now? We're making messes? Should be working. Right. Now, I can remove these. And then any quartz dust that I put in here, or skystone dust, I mean, yeah, we're not going to want you to actually accept anything yet. Okay, but you're going to do that, and then you're going to get washed. And then hopefully we'll get both types that we need, but if not, we're just going to have to get a little bit more of that stuff. That actually, I think we got lucky there. Ta-da! Ta-da! He says. And now we have both kinds of Certus. And that is awesome. That 100% works for me. So now all I need to do is get this bad boy automated, right? Now I shouldn't need you no mores, so you can go back to being that. And that's just measuring our stress units, right? Now if I wanted this dude here, right, the millstone, what we would effectively want to do is we'd want to feed. So we're going to want probably the millstone to chill here, right? And then we're going to have out and in, but then there's going to be a dropper dude underneath that will only accept skystone blocks, not skystone dust, okay? And to further cement that deal, what I'm going to do is change this into a drawer for skystone dust. I think that's the play. Okay. So we'll lock that drawer into skystone dust once we get more of it. Okay. And then, you can go away for a minute. Give me a couple more of you. Actually, I think it's you guys that I'm going to need some of too. Actually, give me a bunch of you. Give me a whole bunch. I suspect I'm going to need a healthy amount of these. Okay. So what we're going to want to do is have this and this, but we need filtered versions of these. So do I need brass for any filtering in Create? I feel like I might. Like, these guys will all have filtered options, right? Like, we can filter out what items are allowed to come in here. Let me see if there's any way I can filter this without jumping into the brass stage. Though brass is not hard to get into, to be fair. I have an idea. I actually have a plan. This might work. You ready for this plan? This could be cool. If I put you there, and you in there, and we lock it, right? Then I should be able to make a chute. Okay, let's get some more of this, by the way. I need more andesite, which I have loads of. We're back stuffed on. And some more iron. That's cool. Okay. And then the chutes are pretty cheap, right? Oh, they're not actually even those. Alright, so chutes, right? And then we stick the chute here. Okay. And because that probably needs to be a level lower. So we're going to have to do this and this and this. The one Skystone that I have is semi-precious, so I'm trying to be careful not to lose that. I don't know where you're placing. Where are you placing blocks? Where are blocks going? I don't understand. Where are blocks going? I hear them placing, and I don't know where they're landing. Very concerning to me. It might be going under my thing. Okay, better. Okay. So we would need the chute here, and then the oak drawer here, right? And because it's locked on... Well, no, because the chute's not gonna... I think the chute will take anything. That may not work, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I think the chute will just get backstuffed. They'll be like, hey, that doesn't belong there. I might need a smart chute. Which is not hard. Really, really, really not hard. I just need to make some brass, which I can make with copper and zinc. Let's go do that. Alright, so it looks like the only way we can get brass sheets for our smart chute is this way. We can't get these from this dude. They don't go in. So I'm putting a base in here, and that should work. Bonk. Sweet. Okay, that works for now. So the extra brass can sit in here for a minute. I will then need redstone and quartz, right? Do that many? And then we'll get this many? Cool. And then sandpaper. I'll do the diamond grit, just because why not, right? It just needs diamond dust. So I think I can just pulverize one of you. Sweet. And then, did we have sugar cane or paper of some kind? That's an exceptional question. I feel like we had a way to make paper, didn't we? Isn't there like a sawdust way to make it? Thermal saw? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Sugarcane has an EMC value, but we don't know it yet. And I don't see a good way to get it. I wonder if it's one of those things we get given at some point? Is that like a chapter 4? Yes, it is, actually. You know what? Technically, because we made tier 4 materials, we can unlock sugarcane. Huh? There you go. I'll take that. Sweet. Okay, now diamond grit sandpaper is doable. I'm not saying that there wasn't another way to get paper. There may have been. I don't know. I'm actually not all that concerned about it. Alright, so you go in there with that, buddy. And then your smart chute just needs some iron plates. Make this cook. Okay, so one of these dudes, that goes there. You can go away as well. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to need a smart chute for this. Okay, so you're going to sit like that. I guess you don't have any of those things. Now we'll put the Skystone in here. And that filters it. And now you're cool, right? So what I'm expecting to happen is... And then I want... Okay, and then, maybe. Definitely not. I want a little wiggle room here. But the gist will be... something like that. Okay, cool. Now, we're also going to want to feed... Well, no, we don't need to feed in from this back end, right? I want to feed into the bottom. So I should get some kind of rotationally gear thing going on here, if I can. And then I can feed into the bottom, that would be cool. If I can't feed into the bottom, I'll rotational gear from there. Okay. So let's do I have any darkness? No. So I'll either need to, like, into there. I would like this to be like this, right? So for that to work, we're going to need 2 gearboxes, probably. That shouldn't be too bad. Could always use more gearboxes, right? Want you, and then you. Now I just need to get you spinning, which shouldn't be too hard to do. In fact, I think my best bet, believe it or not, would be something like this. Right? Though you are reversed, I want you to go the other direction. Right? So I'm going to need another gearbox here. More gears, please. Luckily, not terribly harm. Okay. And then get me a few more dem. About 4 of these for now. Now I do this, and now you're rotating the correct way. And then you to you. And that's what we want. Okay? So now watch. If I do this correctly, this should be cool. Okay? If I do this correctly, this should be cool. And I want you to have a redstone signal real quick. And I want you to not extract from this, because I want to see these things accumulating. Okay? So I'm going to give you a redstone signal. You won't extract from there yet. Right? If I take this item and I manually place it in here real quick, what should happen is he will grind, and then he will be extracted. Okay? I'm going to take this and put it in the drawer. Okay? Now notice that it went back into here. Okay? Now we can use pipes to feed that item back up. Right? All I need is some pipes and an item extraction module. Okay, so I just need one of the blank modules and a piston and 3. I can do that. Okay. And then we can pipes this right up into here. All we need to do is make sure that you are not connected to here. Okay. Now we give you the item extraction module. Right? And now the Skystone's going to come out. It's going to go back into the mill. Okay? And then the dust will go in, and that dude will do its thing. And that's infinite Skystone dust, right? Which could be done a little bit faster. We can... do these, like... Does a higher tier equal faster pulling? Or do I need something else to make the pipes move items through them faster? I'm guessing the speed module. That's probably what we want. Let's get like a medium speed module and see how that works out, because it's just redstone and iron, so it's relatively cheap to get. Okay, so you upgraded to you, and just for giggles, gold? I have 4 gold. We'll just do top tier speed, right? So if we throw the speed module in the extractor, I assume that's where it goes. Okay, Skystone's there. How fast does that move now? Way cooler, right? Right? How cool is that? Now, technically, the smart move here would be to have 3 Skystone in this thing at all times. And I said 3 only because I happened to get 2 when I clicked it, right? But if I take, you know, let's make it 4, right? An even 4 Skystone. What that should do is keep a backstuffing of Skystone available in the millstone at all times, so that it's constantly running. Okay? Constantly running and producing more Skystone. And the Skystone, technically it looks like we only really need 2, but I'm going to make it 4, because we now have an unlimited amount of this. How cool is that build? How cool is that? Literally infinite Skystone now. Literally infinite Skystone dust. Okay? And if I turn this lever off now, he should be getting washed, and he'll block this, And as soon as it converts, just like quartz, it's being dumped in here and making me infinite Certus quartz crystal and infinite charged Certus quartz crystal. How cool is that? So now let's hand in the fact that we have these. Cool. And that, in chapter 3, has me very close to what I need. Now I just need the inscriber presses, and for that, we're going to need recipe sequences. So we're going to need a deployer, and whatever that thing is, the stampery dude. And this is a one-time craft. I suspect at some point in the future we'll have multiple recipe sequences going on. And it's a 10 times repeat. Don't forget the little indicator here. We have to do this 10 times, right? So I'm probably going to do this manually real quick. That's the plan, at least, right? Everything else requires already having one. So this is the way to get this, right? So we're going to need a deployer. I'm just going to borrow this one, frankly, and go from there. As soon as I went to do this, I realized I needed more of these, so I'm just making another press, and that'll be fine. So now, for my deployer, we need a hand, which needs... Is that zinc, or is that that is an andesite alloy? I do. So you, and that's cool. Perfect. And extra perfect. Cool. Alright, now, we're just going to real quick set up a very basic thing for this. It super doesn't matter to me which direction it's running, right? Because realistically, all I need you to do is be something like this, right? And this is mostly a temporary setup just to get my presses. But the order of operations for each press are going to be, number 1 is the deploy a Certus quartz crystal, and number 2 is stamp it, right? So we go deployer, and I'm going to rotate you. So that you can do that, and then you. Okay. And if I wanted to, I could do something like this. And this will get you guys working. Oh, we've overstressed it. That is funny. That is funny. This is temporary, though. So if I wanted to, I could turn something off, and that would, de-overstress it. That works, right? And now you're running again. So you guys are temporary. The only thing I need to do, then, is have you feed into a chest. Okay. And then once I'm done with this, I'll just tear it down, because this is temporary, right? Now you need, for our first one here, okay, for the first one here, let's just get the presses all added to the list. All right, so the calculation press is going to need 10 Certus quartz crystals. Okay, so if I put them all into the deployer, okay, and then dropped an iron block on here. 1, 2. And now that has to repeat 10 times. Okay? Which I can just do manually, because again, I'm only ever going to do this once. So there's really no need to set up any kind of significant automation here. If I wanted to, I guess what I could do would be something like this, and this doesn't use any stuff, so if I just did this, that would suffice, right? And then if I really, really wanted to, I could just have it, items flow through there, right? But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do this manually. And then I think now's a good wrapping up point for the episode. So what I'm going to do is between episodes, I'm going to do this 37 more times. I'm going to need 10 diamonds, and then I'm going to need 10 gold, and then I'm going to need 10 silicon, which is a reminder I can smelt from Certus quartz dust if I want, which shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Or I could get the other kind of silicon. Let's look in real quick and figure out which silicons we like better, right? Because there's many options, apparently. Tiny redstone has a silicon compound. I get 2 per nether quartz. Not bad. It also needs charcoal, though, so I'm going to rule that one out. Quartz straight to silicon, or Certus quartz straight to silicon. Well, in fairness, requires processing into dust, right? So technically, we have a lot more quartz right now than we do, or nether quartz than we do Certus quartz because we automated this earlier. So I will probably do this route A because we don't have to pulverize then smelt. We just smelt directly. And then B, because we have so much more quartz. Okay. So for now, that's my sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and we will start working on an A system. Because as soon as I have all these guys done, we should wind up with this quest being complete. Right? We'll get a bunch of extra Certus quartz, and oh, look at that, look at that. So any inscriber press gives me any inscriber press as a reward. Well, that's cool. I only have to do this 3 times instead of 4. Not bad. And then once we're there, it's a simple matter of making the AE system, and that'll give me a bunch of resources, and then we can get into real automation. Cool? So for now, Dowell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time to get into AE2. For now, take it easy.